It's 2 a.m. The entire world outside feels frozen in silence. No cars, no voices, no movement, just a deep, endless quiet that sometimes feels unnatural. Inside a small room, you are asleep, deeply lost in dreams, unaware of everything happening around you. Then something changes. A very faint sound, barely noticeable, pulls you out of sleep. You slowly open your eyes. Everything looks normal. The room is dark, the air is still, nothing seems wrong. But something feels different. You turn your head slightly, and that's when you notice it. Your dog is not on the bed. You slowly sit up, trying not to make any noise, and then you see it. Your dog is standing near the door, completely still, not playful, not sleepy, alert. Its ears are raised, eyes locked on the door, body tense, as if it is sensing something you cannot perceive at all. You listen carefully. Nothing, no sound, no movement, no reason for concern. But your dog does not move. It stays there, waiting. Minutes pass. Suddenly, outside, there's a loud sound, a crash, a metallic impact, something falling or hitting hard. You jump. Your heartbeat rises instantly. And in that exact moment, one question hits your mind harder than the sound itself. How did it know? How did it react before anything even happened? Many people would call this a sixth sense. Some call it coincidence. Others think it is something supernatural. But the truth is far more scientific and fascinating. Dogs are not seeing the future. They are not magical beings. They are simply experiencing reality in a way humans cannot. It all starts with their senses. A dog's world is built primarily on smell, a sense so powerful that it reshapes their entire perception of reality. A dog's nose contains hundreds of millions of scent receptors, far more than humans could ever imagine. While we rely on vision to understand the world, dogs rely on chemical information. Everything leaves a trace. Every object, every movement, every emotional state, even human emotions are not invisible to them. When a person feels fear, anxiety, or stress, the body changes. Heart rate increases, breathing becomes irregular, sweat composition changes. These changes release tiny chemical signals into the environment. We cannot detect them, but dogs can. To them, fear has a smell, stress has a signature, calmness has its own pattern. This is their first major ability, chemical emotion detection. Now, let's move to sound. A dog's hearing range is far beyond human capability. They can hear frequencies that we can't even register. Distant footsteps, faint vibrations through walls, or tiny environmental shifts reach them long before we notice anything. In a silent environment, they are still receiving constant information. But it doesn't stop there. Dogs can also detect vibration and pressure changes. Before storms or earthquakes, the environment changes slightly. Air pressure drops, ground vibrations shift, sound waves behave differently. Humans cannot feel these changes, but dogs often react before anything becomes obvious. That is why animals sometimes behave strangely before natural events. It is not magic, it is sensitivity. But the most important part is not the environment, it is the connection between dogs and humans. Dogs don't just observe the world, they observe you. Your body is constantly communicating without words. When you feel stressed, your body changes. Heart rate increases. Breathing becomes uneven. Muscles tighten. Hormones like cortisol and adrenaline are released. You may not notice any of this consciously, but your dog does. They pick up these changes through smell, behavior, and subtle physical cues. Research has shown that dogs can detect human stress related chemical changes with high accuracy. This means your dog often knows how you feel before you even realize it yourself. But it goes even deeper. Dogs read your face, your eyes, your posture, and your micro expressions. A slight change in expression, a small shift in movement, a subtle tension in your body. To humans, these details are insignificant. To dogs, they are signals. Now imagine a situation where something unusual is happening outside your home. Maybe someone is approaching, maybe something has fallen, maybe something is moving outside your awareness. You are not detecting it, but your dog is processing everything at once. Changes in air, distant sounds, ground vibrations, human scent, environmental patterns. All of this information is combined, and then the dog reaches a conclusion. Something is not right. This is not conscious thinking, it is instinct, a survival based system that reacts faster than thought itself. Humans, on the other hand, often ignore these signals. Our brains are designed to focus on what is obvious. We filter out noise, vibration, and subtle changes because we no longer rely on them for survival. But dogs still do. Their survival system remains highly sensitive to the environment. This is not a weakness,